Hello, everyone. Welcome to the doomtombpodcast. My name is Chris. I am your host. Today, we have this short episode. It's just a few extra questions from some previous bands that have been on before. The first up is Zolla from Pink Cocoon. Then we will talk to Jamie from the band Wizzerd. Real short stuff. Just figured I'd throw out a bonus. I don't know if you want to call it like an episode or a mini-sode, whatever you want. Either way, here's a little something for you. Check these guys out. First up is Zolla. Okay, so what I wanted to do was I wanted to give Zolla another call because he has a really great event coming up, but I also had a few other questions that I completely forgot to ask him the last time he was on. Zolla, how you doing, brother?
Doing pretty good, and you?
Awesome, man. Everything's just going great on my end. Can you tell me, because I know I just saw the artwork for Eargasm, can you tell me a little bit about it, and then who are all the bands that are going to be on it?
Yeah, so that artwork is done by Max from the Death Wheelers, and he runs his artist page. It's called Brouemaster Visual Decay, and yeah, and I guess you could probably tell where the inspiration came from.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, at least it didn't get taken down.
No, I don't think. I mean, it's already an obvious influence, and he told me about it, and then I liked it, sort of thing. But I don't think anyone. I haven't had anyone come up to me and say anything about it. But yeah, I think it's more like a tribute kind of thing.
Right on. So, yeah. Who's going to be on the bill?
Yeah, so for the bands and the artists, there's going to be Blue Cheese, The Naked High, my band Pink Cocoon, Luger, and Lochness. And then concerning the visual artists, there's going to be quite a few. There's going to be Amanda Lucia, Grace Karam, John Lanche, Jay Chen, Connie Lapere, Maya Taylor Barnett, Dominique Nardolio, Christopher Massine, and Aaron Loveday. And my friend Sam Eargasm as well. Those are all the visual artists that are going to have their work in let's say they're tattoo artists or they do prints or visual art, paintings and that sort of stuff. They're each going to have their own spot on the second floor,
right
upstairs of Catacombs. So they're going to have their whole section going on as there's the 5 bands playing the whole night.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah. I just wanted to make sure we got clarification because, I heard it and when I saw it, I was like, I got to reach out to you again. Quite honestly, I just did an interview with Matt Bacon, and that was what our whole subject was making a festival or making a show like this. And I'm really serious about doing one in Arizona because we don't have anyone that's doing that kind of thing. So I figured, why not throw my hat in the ring,
Nice. Yeah, I guess that's kind of the same reason why I'm hosting this one, because there's not a lot of stoner rock or doom festivals directly promoting that kind of music with artists and combining everything together. And then even for my own band, because it's in that whole realm of music and stuff, when I tried sending my music to some other festival in Montreal, they would just tell me the music doesn't fit in, or it's too heavy, or it's just too weird or something like that.
So you make your own.
Yeah, so I was just you know what, I'll just host my own festival and promote this whole style of music and try and maybe get more people that don't know of this whole style of music in Montreal to really be into it. Cause it's still kind of like punk rock in Montreal. It's there's punk is still really popular, but the actual punk rock, the mentality is still underground,
right,
in a sense. And I feel like stoner rock is kind of it's a bit more underground kind of thing in Montreal compared to a lot of more popular mainstream kind of genres out there.
Absolutely. And also, I just want to give you a big thanks, man. We got such a great response from your interview. Great numbers. So, I mean, let's give it up. It's the power of the poutine, I think.
Yeah, I think it's that. It's all that gravy and the cheese. And that's the only reason.
Yeah, sure. I'm sure that's the only reason. So, all right, man. Well, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you telling me about that. And I'm going to throw the picture of the poster on my page for social, just to make sure, awesome, in case anybody goes up there, or in case you got any Canadian fans, so we can get the word out and spread the word.
Okay, cool. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, Zolla. Have the best week, and I'll talk to you sometime soon. Thanks, Zolla. Eargasm. Check it out if you're up north. Gosh, man, I can't imagine what the weather is like up there. I mean, if it's under 70 where I am, and I'm in Arizona, I have to put a jacket on. I don't know. I got spoiled from being in such great weather. But, you know, I that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to move out here, and you know what? You don't have to shovel sunshine. So I'll tell you what, let's get into the next quick interview with Jamie from Wizzerd. And yeah, I know they're in Kalispell, they're in Montana, so I know they're probably getting some snow sometime soon. And Jamie, you know, protect your back, brother. Let's get into the interview. This is Jamie from Wizzerd. So I am with Jamie from the band Wizzerd. Jamie, how are you, man?
I'm doing quite swell. How are you doing, Chris?
Another great day above ground, my friend. So shame on me, because there was one question that I really needed to ask you that I forgot, and I had spoke to Jalen about it, but he wasn't sure what band it was. It turns out there was this band that you all played with called Salem's Band.
Yeah.
And they asked me to ask you, what is up with your toilet in your, like, rehearsal space, is it? Or recording space?
Yeah, so in our basement, 4 of us live in the same house.
Okay.
And our basement is basically like a studio apartment, pretty much. It's just a studio room with a tiny storage room and a little bathroom where we do our laundry and stuff. And we have all our gear down there, so we use the studio room as a rehearsal space. We have a toilet in there that for some reason is raised up 2 steps above everything else, like a throne looking over the kingdom of the dirty bathroom.
Okay, I understand.
And so, yeah, if it's a number 2, it's pretty comfortable, and it's pretty nice to, like, look over the land as if you're ruling it. But if it's a number 1 and you are over 4 feet tall,
right,
it's a little bit harder if you're a boy.
So basically,
or if you don't sit down. Some boys do sit down.
I have no shame in saying that I will sit on quite a few occasions. So basically, it's the what's the show on HBO?
The show on HBO?
Yeah. What's with the, you know, with Peter Dinklage? What is it? I'm blanking on it.
I think
Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones. So
yeah, I haven't watched it either.
It would be a great toilet for him.
I would say so. It would make him feel like he's a tall man.
And you know, he is like a ruler, so I understand. Okay, well, you know what? That was my big question. That's my pressing question that I needed to ask you. So,
all right, you know, it's really important, these things, and I'm glad that Salem's Ben brought it up to you.
And yeah, I can't wait because I'm going to be seeing them really soon. They're going to come out here on a tour with Stone Deaf, and I just wanted to make sure that I got a proper answer to what is going on with your toilet there.
Okay, can you ask them a question for me?
Absolutely, I'm writing it down now.
Can you ask them when they're going to come back to my toilet? And can you also tell them that I will decorate it with jewels for them when they come back?
Nice, jewels.
I would just like you to let them know that.
I think maybe if you did I like the jewels, like almost like a bedazzling.
Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe if you had like a laser pointer like circling the jewels, it would bounce off and it creates a nice effect.
Yeah, get like a laser light toilet throne.
Yeah.
Going.
And you could have like, I don't know, maybe Pink Floyd or Zeppelin in the background. You could do your own laser light show like at a planetarium. Like
oh my God. That's a great idea.
No,
you could have the like some of those planetariums would be like big domed shapes. We could do like a reverse dome in the bowl and do like a light show in there as well as a light show that goes for the entire bathroom.
See, Jamie, this is why I like you. You're a man of ideas.
It's like a bathroom that's on acid.
I love it.
You don't have to be on acid.
And while I got you on the phone, I've seen what you've been doing on social. So you just you got a few people to do a march that's going to be on the record.
Yeah, we did that last night.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, there's a song called The Doomed, which if you recall our previous lengthy conversation from the back of a pickup.
Yes.
The Doomed is the evil army that's been taken over by the plague of the Doom, right? Spread by the Wizzerd.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's a section in the song, The Doomed, which is about the Doomed, in case you were curious on that one. That it like breaks down to silence besides one big like synthesizer swell.
Right.
And we liked how it sounded, but we just kind of had the idea the other day, like what if we had like a march of the Doomed in the recording, bring a little bit more of the story directly to the forefront of the sound. Wouldn't that just sound cool if we had people marching and some like chains and like a drum beat with the march, and it was kind of visualize it a little bit. And so we just kind of decided to throw out an invite on Facebook, and a few people came down, and we put a mic in the alleyway just outside the studio and all marched.
That sounds
Sam's
great.
drum. Yeah.
That sounds, it kind of harkens back. It reminds me when Steven Tyler put tambourines on his boots when they recorded Back in the Saddle.
Yeah, I didn't know that, but that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think there's some pictures floating around on the internet about that. All right, my friend. Well, listen, I just wanted to ask those quick questions because, there's important things that we need to know.
Yes, especially about bathrooms.
Absolutely. All right, sir. Well, Jamie, anytime you guys need to contact me, you're more than welcome to. Anytime you got something to say. And I guess I'll talk to you next podcast.
Yeah, we'll talk to you then, Chris.
You got it.
Again.
All hail the Wizzerd.
All hail the Wizzerd. All hail doomtombpodcast.
I'll talk to you soon, brother.
All right, talk to you soon, man.
Later on. Thanks, Zolla. Thanks, Jamie. I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much. And can't wait to have Wizzerd come back to Arizona and have Zolla bring Pink Cocoon over to the States. I know the reception will be fantastic. So I guess that's about it. That was a quick episode. Hope you enjoy it. Let's play a track. And until that next time, the next episode, keep going to the shows. Enjoy yourselves. Have some turkey, some mashed potatoes, some candied yams, some 3-bean salad, maybe some pumpkin pie. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Stay fucking heavy!
People always say, Thanksgiving dinner, it makes me sleepy. Thanksgiving dinner, it makes me sleepy. You know what makes me sleepy? Hearing about people's Thanksgiving dinner. So your mom puts ginger ale on the yams? Fucker. You wouldn't happen to have a green bean story in you, would you? Would you? Because I am all ears.